Camping 1993. Right now we are at the Beachcomber Hotel. That's where most of the brethren are staying. It is Saturday. We've just arrived. Well, we've arrived maybe an hour and a half ago. We've met some of the brethren. Brother Clive had left, so we missed him. Sister Daphne has his keys, so it will be interesting to figure out how Brother Clive gets in his house when he goes home tonight. So that is the first interesting thing that happened today. And we are now getting ready for our first meeting today at 6 o'clock. Some of us will be at the gate to receive visitors, to escort them to the correct location. Brother Cornelius is coming. He's supposed to be taking a taxi on his way here. So we want to see. That is Cornelius. There you go. This is after the first meeting on Saturday afternoon. Don't worry, Claudia, you're not running too far. There is no way that you could go that's too far. Wow, look at these two strong people. Okay guys, let's get these names. This is, I know this is Anthony to the right. This is not Maxine, is it? This is Maxine? Okay, this is Maxine. I don't think so. This is not Maxine. Hello people.
My voice is not like this.
Yes it is. Hello. Hello. Hello, former Shirley member.
Because I called you for this.
Don't worry. There is no way that you're going. There is no way to hide. There is no way to hide from this.
I'm going to turn that thing on you in a minute.
Mr. Raymond.
Hi.
How are you, sir? This is the food department. I think I can find it. Brother C. Let's see these food people, how they food in a way. They say the people that hang out in the kitchen. Yes, anything you say is going to be recorded. Make sure you say only that which you want to be recorded. Okay, she's from Guyana. And she's from New York. Okay. She want to what? What to eat?
Eat, but I'm not. She's mistaken.
Good night, Sister Green. Okay, we have some happy people here.
And then the films goes down.
We have some very happy people. Oh yes. You see? I showed you.
Nice to see you.
Especially from Nigeria.
No, the top at the as a matter of fact, you don't have to travel there because for 3 years now there was to get one.
Hello. Wow, these people have some very nice, comfortable chairs. Let's hope these chairs don't put them to sleep. A nice breeze at the back. Nice breeze that we're getting right outside of the Beachcomber Hotel. So that is the Beachcomber Hotel in Antigua, about 3 to 5 minutes driving from the airport. In the background, that's where the water green is playing some music for us on our little portable keyboard. This is the beach outside. It's got a couple of boats, and you can hear the wind. The hotel. Always either eating or drinking. But this time he's making sure that he does not turn around because he believes I have the camera. But I got him this time. He thinks.
Knowing you, but I ain't turning around. No, it's.
We can have a quick what's the name? Chapters are a wonderful way to put over. God says to Ezekiel, I have made you a watchman for the house of Israel. Go and reread those chapters. Ezekiel was fully familiar with watchmen. He knew full well that it wasn't like Leamington, where I live, where you haven't got any wars around the city. We have some wars a few miles away around an ancient city of Warwick. But he tells this man all the work of a watchman. Ezekiel knew full well. If we as a community want to build a city 3,000 years ago, we'd have built good strong walls. And I've no doubt we'd have been looking at each other and thinking, well, could I put my life in his hands? They would find men in whom they could trust. Men who they knew would stay awake on the job. Men who would be very keen to that which was right. Men who, the moment they saw the dust cloud coming over the horizon, would blow the trumpet like mad. Shout loud and clear so the people below knew of the danger that was approaching. And God repeats all this to Ezekiel. And he then goes on to say, well, I made you a watchman, Ezekiel. And he said, if a watchman doesn't do his job properly, if he falls asleep, if he's not enthusiastic, he's blowing his warning trumpet, then the people who die, their blood is upon his head. But if a man is enthusiastic for the job he has to do and carries out faithfully, he is pure of the blood of those people, even though they ignore him and they die. And here in Acts, poison me. I know I've done it the best of my ability. I am pure of the blood of all men. Now, this is something which we're well aware of, brothers and sisters. We're familiar with our responsibility of a watchman. Wherever you go in the world, we basically run our own Sunday schools, our youth circles, our special efforts, our campaigns, our Sunday night lectures. We are always, as it were, endeavouring to blow the trumpet loud and clear, to warn the men and women outside that danger is approaching, deadly danger, because the Lord Jesus Christ is about to come. And we urge them to make themselves ready for it. Now, I'm sad nevertheless to say there are two other aspects of watchmen. And the next one I fear very much we're not very good at. Well, let's put it this way. I am not very good at it. But first of all, before we look at that,
Yes. He started off like that. It shows some anti-stuff. And just eases it.
We've got some stuff.
Yeah, I haven't brought any. I said, I expected him to bring it when they came. I think there's like big bruises all on my legs and ankles.
Full time.
I've got this.
Disagree, nobody could say they were starving, right? This is official proof that nobody was starving.
Yes. I don't think I'll miss it because I'll go straight after. See it?
He says he's that good looking fellow in college.
That's right. I'll keep his eyes off himself.
Well, that's the way we are, aren't we? You know, who can help it?
Oh yeah, you think too?
Yeah.
I don't know what you very things to get.
Stay economic with the truth. We are well aware that man has had the capacity to destroy the earth and all life forms upon it. And if that isn't frightening enough, we now have to contend with the depletion of the ozone layer, deforestation, widespread pollution of rivers and seas, and we could go on and on, the list is endless. And it's because of these frightening developments that we often hear people say it's a sign of the times. Many a time I've seen in the comment columns it's a sign of the times. But it's to none of those signs that we want to give our attention this evening, friends. We need to consider Israel God's sign to the world. Because Israel is by far the most significant sign to us and our world. And our eternal well-being depends on understanding why it is that after nearly 2,000 years The Jews are back in the land of Israel. How have they managed to defeat the surrounding Arab nations in successive decades, beginning in 1948, 1956, 1967, 1973, 1982, often against insuperable odds? Just consider these facts. Not one Jew in 1,000 today is still living in the same land where his grandfather lived. It is also true that not one Jew in 1,000 today is speaking the language his grandfather spoke. This is unprecedented in history. The wandering Jew is a phrase that sums up the position of Jews in the world through many centuries. But how have the Jews survived? The Jews are only 0.3% of the world population. It wasn't a religious word, it was a racial word. And so their history has been blighted by anti-Semitism right to our day. So then, let's try to understand these events in the light of clear Bible teaching.
Oh, I see. You did the right thing.
Don't worry, Patrick. It's all on camera. And it's only 10 years now since you played that one song. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all on camera. It's only 9.5 years since you started that verse, but that's okay. Here you go. I gotta take this to Carlin so at least you would know you got a little quarter, you know? This is after the second lecture, the Sunday night lecture. Brother Patrick is supplying us with music. He is now actually going to start the second verse. Exactly 3 years later. And he's actually a little faster in this one. And Sister Esther is always with some food. Always with a big plate, you see? We have these, Claudette, pass me that thing. Claudette. You shall always think that I have a camera every time I talk to her, but this time she's wrong. We have the chief cook and we have the bottle washer. The problem is we don't know which one is the cook and which one is the bottle washer. Maxine, you have graduated from radio to TV. You see? Annette, you've graduated from radio to TV. You see, that's how you progress. Priscilla, you'll get tall one day. Deborah, you'll get tall one day, you know, just like Annette graduated. So will you. Sorry. Hello. Hello, Deborah. Hello, pool lady. You're not going into the pool today? You want to sleep?
Oh yeah, she's gonna see this.
This is M&M Hot Chocolate Productions.
It's what, M&M? Oh,
M&M Hot Chocolate Productions.
What M&M was?
no, that's when anything makes it, when it goes on television, doesn't it?
No way. Good picture of my back.
Well, here goes Patrick. Everybody give Patrick a hand. He actually finished verse 1 of that song that he was just practicing. It was only 10 years ago that he started, but he's actually finished. Give him a big hand.
You see how my brother is doing what he's doing?
Yeah. I think we better get back to this. Right.
There you go. Then Patrick's going to become a film star. Production department. You snore a lot. I heard you snore a lot. I had Patrick on camera last year snoring. Better make sure you stop snoring.
There's a young lady on my lap who was doing the snore.
I don't even know
There was another one you were playing, Priscilla?
And the answer was very cold, unfortunately. Deborah and Bayrak. Deborah and Bayrak. Praise ye the Lord for the avenging of Israel and the people winning in the office.
No, I don't remember.
Well, who said? Okay, listen. Who said? Who said? Treason, treason.
Oh, that woman, yeah. Jezebel. Athaliah.
Well done.
What peace so long as the warnings of thy mother Jezebel and witchcrafts again?
Sorry, I have to get on the airplane.
What peace so long as the warnings of thy mother Jezebel and witchcrafts are so many? He wrote the book.
I didn't. G.U., yeah.
Oh, it is one. Oh, my son, abstinent. Oh, my son. No, abstinent, my son. I was no prophet, neither was I a prophet's son, but I was a herdman in the
What's his name, the herdman? What's his name? Amos.
No, you know. Does everybody go? Depart from me, for I am a sinful man, O Lord.
Yes,
no, he didn't say that.
New Testament.
Okay, we know that our teacher come from God. Rabbi, we know that our teacher come from God.
Sadducees.
Hold on. For no man can do these miracles that thou dost except God be with him.
Sadducees.
Is it a verb? Arm. Front, arm, hand. Straight line.
Straight line.
Sounds like straight.
Line.
Sounds like line.
Line.
Sounds like line.
Pie. Chisel.
What's these?
Line.
What's this dong? Is this a dong game?
Did you say it was a film?
Solomon's line.
worry. I'm just trying to make sure that everybody knows nobody was starving. At least they would say the 4 of you guys won. Look at these people cooking, boy. This is, you can't call this cooking. Yes, it's cooking. I think, Clara,
that were brought up from Babylon and Jerusalem. Now these are the children of the province that went up out of the captivity of those which were carried away, whom Nebuchadnezzar the king of Babylon carried away unto Babylon, and came again unto Jerusalem and Judah, every one unto his city.
Which came, which is Zerubbabel, Joshua, Nehemiah, Sihaniah, Rehelaiah, Mordecai, Bilshan, Sispal, Bigkai, Rehum, Baham, the number of the men.
This is Princess Margaret's school, and it's now Monday afternoon.
What can we show you? Carlos, what's the name of the film?
Tale of Three Cities.
We didn't bring your own? Huh?
Huh?
You didn't bring, because we announced the miracle of Mother and Lord. You have that?
No.
You didn't bring it? Tale of Three Cities. So, you will know.
Today, a short length of reconstructed wall provides a tourist attraction for a site which is otherwise just a heap of ruins. Telkayunjik call it Mound of Many Sheep. The only buildings now are flat-top sheds which protect the excavations. For over 2,000 years, no one suspected the glory that lay buried beneath the rubble and sand. No one even knew where Nineveh had been. But these burnt bricks and stones bear silent witness to the accuracy of the prophecies of the Bible. The second city of our tale is Babylon, political and religious capital of the whole of Babylonia. The rectangular inner city was bounded by stout walls which bore a road wide enough for 2 chariots to pass. The city, dominated by a large temple tower, had been largely restored and rebuilt by Nebuchadnezzar. Other features of this restored city were the famous Hanging Garden and the Ishtar Gate at the end of the great processional way. In the city, many sciences were developed and many discoveries made. For example, the units of 5 used throughout the world today were first decided upon in Babylon. The city was beautifully found, with gardens, parks, and Babylon. This strong feeling for their idolatrous tradition meant that the priests had considerable influence over Babylonian affairs. The religion of the people depended entirely to the gods. Mostly directed towards a world of gods acting on their own whims and fancies.
Babylon was like a gold cup in my hand, making the whole world drunk. The nature war
held a feast, and this unguarded moment gave the Persians the opportunity that they had taken from the temple in Jerusalem. But the moment fall where the lamp shone most brightly, the fingers of a hand wrote in some unfamiliar script. The king was terrified. He called immediately for his wise men.
Known and is capable of bringing down upon us God's judgment, if not acted upon. Whether we have been baptized or whether we have been baptized not, if we do know the very fact of refusing baptism is a fact that we have refused to do what God says we should do. Jesus told his disciples in one of his commissions, go ye out into all the world and preach the gospel unto every creature. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved. What that verse is saying to us, my dear friends, is that he that believeth not and is not baptized cannot be saved. Because the opposite is the positive. It's that we must be responsible the more.
This is Monday night after the Monday night lecture at Princess Margaret School. Claudette, did you have did you leave any of that thing, Claudette? Claudette, did you leave any of that thing? I don't know why you always think I have the camera.
You had one of these drinks?
Oh, thanks.
This morning, which is motion. I see the
What I do I shift off the person as experience. I don't know.
I don't know, you have been on the camera for the past 21 years, plus the next 64 years that you were existing. Yes, and you're still scared.
Tell them that, you know, they didn't experience
It's always better to get people when they don't know they're on camera because they don't pretend. And Claudette and Sister Green just was carrying on with your Guyanese patois. So we were able to catch them. They weren't speaking camera language. So at least.
Sister Green? Look at Carlos.
doing? Cornelius has a camera and he's outside next to the window in front of you. You see, Sister Esther is working very hard. Is that she working hard or is she hardly working?
Always
Always working. And Patrick always eating.
Hey, Carlos, put on the camp, Carlos, like this. You did not.
No worry, I could take out somebody light in the oven.
That's hard.
Oh, very hard. Let's see. Well, I wouldn't know this one.
Yeah, I do believe it's gonna.
There, I'm Kenny Kimber here. Hi there. Say hi to USA.
See you in a week.
I'll probably never see you.
It's not even the
How much you selling the water for? She look like a real farm lady with your hat and your bucket.
Carlos, instead of them, this man is so wicked. Turn around.
She look like a real farm lady in there with your bucket, like them real country people. With spoon. Show me the spoon.
This man is so wicked.
Well, you know, this is only once in a lifetime shot here, you know. You don't get this nowhere else. Anywhere else you get this, you gotta pay for it. It's not too often in 1993 you be in Antigua at a bucket with a place with a bucket in a farm with a hat, with a farm hat.
Carlos, what to say?
This is a real farm scene. Nice farm though.
Carlos, take it down the hand in the
Boy, this is real country people. You can't get more country than this. Look, that's a good pose. That's a good pose, Patrick. Huh?
Christ will set up God's kingdom on earth. He's asked that in connection with the prophet Isaiah, just 9 verses from chapter 11. We may keep these words in mind as we view the film and and consider the miracle of Israel. Forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots, and the Spirit of the Lord shall rest upon him, the Spirit of wisdom, understanding, the Spirit of counsel and might, the Spirit of knowledge and of the fear.
The history of Israel is a study of God's hand at work among the nations. It is a study of a modern-day miracle, the miracle of Israel. 2,600 years ago, things were very different. After an attack by the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar, a number of Jews were taken captive from Jerusalem to Babylon. Among the many exiles was Ezekiel, a prophet who, under God's guidance, gave a remarkable prophecy, a history, and the whole remnant of thee.
What's about to come? Because these things are what are predicted, and as we see, the scriptures are very reliable. These are what are going to happen, not our own projections and our own ideas. I'd like to continue the program then and ask our brother Jay Green to come forward to give us his study. By the way, he's from the UK. Christ will return to set up his kingdom in the earth.
I don't know if you find it very hot this evening, but I find it extremely hot. And therefore I will not keep you too long. You know, the story that unfolds in the Bible is nothing. It begins to talk of the time when all nations bow the knee to this great king who would come in the future. When this great king would have such justice and just judgment, he would be able to not need to look at people's faces or read their hearts, they don't even look at their hearts. He would know the need in them. He would be careful for those who are poor, very much careful for those who need. And I think when David reads that psalm, he didn't know what he would say. He was just told afterwards he was going to stand the message in hand, as he thought ahead for a longer time ahead. Well, no violence, no war, death decay, no famine, no injustice. This will be a wonderful world wanting to live in. And as we already said in the film, you can be absolutely certain these things are going to happen. You see, there are one or two of you in the audience. We might say to you quietly, how old are you? Why do you remember some of the history that's happened? To the Jew,
God could make the world and turn it over to somebody else to rule. But do you know really what the devil is? I mean, the devil has a lot of different names in scripture. He's called Saul.
They love me no way, Nancy.
Is it on her?
Look at my I'm coming.
Yeah, if you get a thinking
Can you
because
squeeze up one more in the back? Come on.
Yes, we can.
That's all right, dear. Well, there's the gate.
And then maybe Eunice could go to the front and I could go with it with another load. Eunice, you can come.
Hello.
Be back very soon for the rest, I hope. I hope, yes.
Lock the door.
I'll be right back.
Gotcha, at least you got evidence that you're walking, Patrick.
Oh, no, it's
Evidence that you're walking. You have been working, you have evidence. This is the Oh, Sister Esther actually fetching cheer?
Yeah.
She actually doing hard work?
Camera.
There you go. There you getting hard.
All you do is argue. Yeah, man, it's a good thing. All you're doing is argue.
He's still with that.
This is this is evidence to show that you are actually participating in some type of thing that makes sweat. You know, some type of work. You know. Sure. As a matter of fact, I suggest that you work a little harder and face this way so that people will really note you. I suggest you work a little harder and face this way so that they will really note you. Well, let me put the time in. 9:49 at November 9, 1993. So we can say these sisters are working very late at night.
And the brethren are doing nothing.
And the brethren aren't doing anything. Of course, the reason why they're working so late is because they failed to do anything early. So they all woke up late. Patrick is working.
You should take him.
Patrick, you actually found the bucket.
Carlos.
It looked like you had to walk back to the school to get it.
Yes, Carlos.
Because it took that time to come back.
Yes, Carlos.
That's good.
Yes, very good.
You see, I should be brave as Patrick. Patrick is willing to stand in front of the camera. Now, I think what I will do is we should overdub these video cassettes in them. Like how Claudette is next to that fridge. We could when we copy in it, we can put voices in it. I put in my own songs, so people would think you guys are saying different things that you aren't saying. Like Daphne struggling with that pot there or whatever. We could find a little story to put into it.
These places in the cupboard?
Over this side.
Over here.
Please give me that muffin.
Where you want?
Going on the island.
And the mother
13.
Give us the note, please.
Give us the note. Cry out and shout.
The inhabitants of Zion, cry out and shout. The inhabitants of Zion, for great is the Holy One, for great is the Holy One, for great is the Holy One in the midst of thee. Beautiful for situation.
Okay, let me get some close-up faces now.
I don't see a red light flickering. He's not taking it. There's a sound on. There's a sound on there. Hello, hello.
Looks like a Christadelphian fish market.
And you filmed it. There's no video in there.
It happens more than once.
I don't think it. At least you're near enough right, I don't know. Go away!
how it works.
Yes, we're bringing everything here. Stopping visiting again.
Chapter 25 and 26. We'll begin then with the reading of Ezra chapter 5 and 6.
There was not that perfection. I don't know. That's
I think
just,
probably the leadership wasn't there.
that was just a thought.
Because it doesn't specifically say revealed. Yeah. Liverpool.
It seems the natural thing that they've just been given this revelation in captivity.
Yeah,
And you would have thought they would have aspired to build this on their return.
There actually was a group of people who had planned to build Ezekiel's temple because they thought it would bring the Lord to them. They would just bring the Messiah to them.
of course
And I
they
don't
don't
really
make.
know what happened, but they found it in the caves with the Dead Sea Scrolls. They found plans of it. I don't know what it's called.
Of course Ezekiel made this, but we're not told whether they were aware of it. I mean, is there any indication that the exiles, they were aware of this prophecy?
I would have thought it was fair
I mean,
to
in
assume
other words,
that they would have been.
yeah, it's an assumption, but there's no, like how Daniel referred to Jeremiah, that we read in the books of Jeremiah. There don't seem to be any indication. I don't know who Ezekiel, when you...
Frozen with you, and then you defrosted it.
This is number right, that's why I'm telling you.
Bollocks. Just, do you want to prove that I'm out on this camera? Polish, you know the young man that was very uptight last night. That you were
Doreen, you say, I use my...
Which one?
Doreen. He was very uptight.
Don't worry, I already caught you guys idle, so you guys could have continued being idle, you know. Gotcha. Oh, Priscilla likes the camera. She's not scared. Ah. You doing your homework too? Homework. Because she was off for the week. So she's catching up on the schoolwork. And here is Deborah. She's being held by Anthony. She's doing her homework. I'm gonna put my
You taking yourself? You want me to turn it around?
Huh?
say beyond there.
All the way to the back?
Beyond there. You see beyond?
It could be that cloud that's
way
over
beyond
it.
going towards that? You're going to have to say that that's
but that's a
wind
cloud.
as well.
That dark spot. I got him already. You hiding, huh? How y'all doing?
Travis, you wanted to stop. You want to put the TV and drop there.
Yeah, when then start to show. Somebody's like, all the way to the back.
Now you know what it looks like. It's very just go through that some of the stores at home. Yeah, they go in some of the stores at home. Yeah, they have. Yeah. She walks through the door. Yeah. You can see yourself.
Bible reading, and we'll go straight into tonight's advertised talk, which is Jesus is Coming Back, Ready or Not. After which there'll be an opportunity for any questions. Then we'll have some final announcements, which then we will conclude with another hymn and a prayer, and then we'd like you to join with some refreshments and help yourself to any literature which you might find helpful. So we'll begin then by singing together hymn 1. But when you put them to the test of Scripture, they are found to be wanting. And at the end of the day, the Holy Spirit cannot save a person. It's only by reading this Word, allowing it to affect your thinking and your speaking and your actions, that can ultimately bring salvation through faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. Anyway, we'll just carry on now. We have shortly going to have a talk by Mr. Arthur Green on the subject Jesus is Coming Back, Ready or Not, and he's asked by way of introduction Matthew, Mark, Luke, chapter 21. Speaking of Jesus in verse 1, it says, Christ, and the time draweth near. Go ye not, therefore, after them. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and great earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren, and kinsfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. But there shall not an hair of your head perish. In your patience possess ye your souls. And when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is not.
With pirates in the chart rooms and savages clambering up the sides of the ships to plunder and to do evil. One statesman said, the Stone Ages may return on the gleaming wings of science is short. And another is, the nations will not disarm. There will be nuclear war. Our children and grandchildren will be dead. And our world will be a lifeless, radioactive cinder spinning its way through eternity. And another warned that the destructive potential of war consequent on the development
I'll take it over a second, I'll take it right back. I'll take it now. You better look after that. Check it.
Yes, I'm more 20 than my...
Taxis outside those down the car park.
Mind you, no, we could take the next three as well, Joe, on the same trip.
On this trip now?
Yeah.
The next trip?
Yep.
He come with us, brother Phil. Let him come with us. Let him come with us.
I don't think we've got enough space unless you're going to squeeze in on the back.
Yes, he can go in the back. Let him go in the back.
You can't go in the boot, you're going to have to squeeze four in here because I've got two.
Yo, I've got
Where they going, Joe?
I'm sure we're going to give them the picture, you know,
Do you sit on the back seat, yeah? No, in the back seat.
Okay, I will sit behind and you go in front. I will,
he will sit?
He will sit with you.
Come on.
I will sit behind here.
Come,
with
Jaron,
you.
come, let's see. Come.
Can you skip the
I will
back
sit
bit?
here, brother. I will sit here.
Easier, I think, if you sit on this side. There's space for you here, Lucille. Not very elegant for a lady of your
Okay,
standard,
close.
Wow!
Hello. The guy was looking for you.
Can you get in?
Yeah.
Okay, pleasant
Get to one mic
Okay.
a little longer time because we got to stop.
What's the price for fish here? What's the price for fish here? How much is the fish selling for in this market? How much is fish selling for in this market? It sounds like a fish market. You must be Mr. Delphins. Long-winded people. Talking about speaking in tongues.
When I've woken up a little, I'm going to have lots of sugar and I can wake up.
Talking about speaking in tongues.
On my desktop.
Hey, don't break my camera.
It's on my desktop.
Whereas you'll have to ship one all the way from England.
Yeah, well,
I don't think you will like that too much.
raise money for Antigua. Yeah.
We also have to buy our own copies too.
Okay. You're on. You're on. We'll do this. Who is? I have the camera.
I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this back on TV.
You gonna play this back home?
Yeah.
Okay. What we're gonna do here? This food is gorgeous, and we're gonna make a recipe book, and we're gonna raise money for Antigua.
Ah.
This is gorgeous.
You're gonna have an Antigua recipe book.
Yeah, we are.
Let me see.
That's gorgeous.
Okay, Annette.
Antigua by selling a cookbook
Annette.
in the UK. What do you want to know?
This is my question for you.
Okay, go.
I want you to take 1 minute and say something about yourself.
Oh no.
It could be good or bad. No, make it 30 seconds.
All I can say, I've thoroughly enjoyed the company of everybody here in Antigua. It's been an absolutely fabulous time. I wish you were here, and it's your sad loss you're not here. So come here next year, we have a campaign here again. Bye!
Okay. Okay, Carl, what were you saying about the recipes?
This food is absolutely scrumptious that we've been having all the time we've been here. And what me and Annette are going to do when we get back home to England,
If we get the recipes.
if we can strangle these sisters here and try and get the recipes out of them, we're going to try and raise money by selling the recipes, and we're going to give it to Antigua to preach the word of God.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
And this is just water.
Oh, okay. Priscilla, what were you just saying?
About what?
I don't know. You weren't saying anything. Okay, so what are you saying?
It's fun. Have a nice ball. The food is great. The facilities are great. People welcome the things with open arms and they don't turn me away.
Oh, very good.
It's fun.
Very good. This is the sister cook here. This is the chief cook. Sister Esther, this is about 100 times you on the tape eating, you know.
Yeah.
I want you to know that they'll be always see you eating. Claudette, you're hiding all the way in the back. Are you going to say anything on the tape?
No.
So you want to be You want to be seen on the tape for a whole hour, but they ain't say nothing for the whole hour.
We would like to say thanks to those who did all the preparation, the cooking, very, very good.
The cooking was very good.
It's nice.
I was telling them today that they can get hired by the hotel. You know, the hotel can hire them, so they mightn't go back with us. Hire them to cook. Okay, Sister Green, that's a good pose. This is testimony that nobody was starving. This is testimony that nobody was starving. Please call us. You know what, Sister Myrtle, looking at you like this, you look like Michelle. You look like Michelle looking at you like this.
I mean, that's just like taking this picture and then not giving them nothing for it, taking the whole suit and giving them.
No, what we're doing is we're going to sell it to my mother. I mean, that's okay.
Got some original shots, man. Sister Green, you didn't see yourself last night on the TV acting? When you was eating?
You're ridiculous.
The one with the wand and then as it
These are the rooms, the accommodation. This is Joe and V. This is Esther, Claudette, and Sister Green's room. This is at the Beachcomber Hotel. Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Everything alright. So, that's it.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, my camera following you. Oh, go away. No breakfast left here.
Yep.
This film is an account of the history of the modern-day state of Israel, but it is no history lesson. For a study of the history of Israel is a study of God's hand at work among the nations. It is a study of a modern-day miracle, the miracle of Israel. 2,600 years ago, things were very different. After an attack by the Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar, a number of Jews were taken captive from Jerusalem to Babylon. Among the many exiles was Ezekiel, a prophet who, under God's guidance, gave a remarkable prophecy, predicting in great detail the future history of the Jewish people, a history that would last up until our own times and beyond. I will execute judgments in thee, and the whole remnant of thee will I scatter into all the winds. Was the establishment of a Jewish state. Summing up the results of the Congress, Herzl wrote,
God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth on him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Is described in sending his Son back to this earth to rule over the world in righteousness. What we are seeing around us with bribery, corruption, in all strata of society, that will be a thing of the past. Jesus is going to put that to an end. He will judge in righteousness and with justice. God has a plan with this earth and with mankind upon it. He found it to be habited. He did form it in vain. He found it. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. He's knocking at the door of our hearts, asking us to take him into our lives. If any man hear my voice and open up his heart unto me, I will come in and sup with him and he with me. Friends, right now Jesus is saying to you, I want to change your life. I want you to be a candidate for my kingdom. This is what this campaign has been all about. To invite people to hear what this Bible has to tell us. It's a message from God. Attended the Passover at Jerusalem. He was returning home and was reading from the prophecy of Isaiah chapter 53. And there were certain parts he didn't understand. And Philip joined him and explained the parts of that chapter in Isaiah that he didn't understand. And then, as they journeyed, the eunuch said unto him, see, there is water.
What then hinders me to be baptized?
Yes, yeah, right there. This is Nigeria, remember?
Yeah.
It is the work of God.
There's about 90 members.
I don't know.
No, I know.
Sometimes it gets a bit heavy.
Yes.
That's always on the. You understand?
I can't take him on the plane.
What? Even if you're not getting.
You make sure. Oh, at £10. Say goodbye to you. Yes, my love. Thank you for being a companion. Looking at you. Take care of yourself. We'll try and be in touch when you get back. Have you got a phone number? If I wanted to phone you. But it's but you won't, I can't say. Well, I could always ring Jeff Hannick. Yeah. How are you? And
Whereas the
you're
old thing
happy,
is freely have received. Freely.
Phil said we'll try and get together for the weekend. You're in the darling. Take care of yourself. No more comments. So how much should we?
I can be all the way down here.
No, you're too far away. How do I zoom you out?
You zoom. This thing is the zoom.
Which one?
This here.
The red one, the black one?
Yep. Zoom in and zoom out.
Thank you very much. Get those people in.
Where's pizza?
Okay, get those in.
No.
Who's going to stay?
Jane Dean.
Have you seen anybody?
I didn't know it was married.
She's at university.
You don't act like a grown man as far.
What happened to you? You want to do it?
Yeah. Okay.
Let them see the job. You know what Daphne is? So I'm sure she will send
Daphne's coming. Daphne's coming.
Bye, take care, have a safe journey.
I'm not leaving.
I'm not talking to you. I don't care about you. I'm talking about Doreen and us.
Oh.
We're on TV here.
Here you go.
Hey, look at the camera speed.
This is channel 68.
No.
The Philadelphia News Association.
When are you starting up your new TV channel then?
Maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow night.
I'll send you some videos.
You can get it on remote.
Oh yeah? I'll get it on my dish, will I?
Yeah, just dial 964-2800.
964-2800. No problem.
And you get through on my computer, and then it transfers you to the video, and you get to see my TV.
Okay. No problem.
Lens on
No
that
problem.
looks like a black abyss.
964-200.
2800.
2800. Okay.
Bye.
The dialing code to get through to you.
Oh, you know what? You can say it and
044 0604 582 334.
Okay.
Okay, that's my modem.
Okay, doke. Hello, Priscilla. Hello, Priscilla.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
Where are you going?
English Harbor.
What are you going to do there?
Everything.
Okay. That includes falling down and jumping up?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go. I want you to know you degraded my character on TV.
Let's get on him. You're sending sugar cake feed with Carlos.
Yes.
How many? A number of sugar cakes he'll be sending with Carlos to Doreen to be given to her on Sunday,
sending 2
November 14th in Jamaica Ecclesia.
One for the one for Doreen.
And
one for Doreen
Don't do it at home.
That's just for the video camera. Boy, they're having fun.
See, they're making sure that I deliver the sugar cake. You see how bad they treat me here? They put it on camera so they make sure I give them the right amount of sugar cake.
Don't know you can scrub it?
They know I can erase it.
It's not only documented by writing, it's documented on tape. Now take that thing away from me.
Well, why are they going with you?
Yes.
Yeah, look very comfortable.
Tell you're professional, you know?
This is Juliana's niece. What's your name again? Felicia. Felicia. Oh, and she's playing a fancy tune. She knows how to play the keyboard. And this is a musically oriented family. This is Juliana Joseph's niece. Now you gotta touch the keys like if you're playing the tune. Here you go.
Commence with the singing of praise to Him. Glory and blessing.
Obeyed because he had a willing heart. He did it joyfully. And each and every one of us know the joy that comes to us when we ask someone. There is nothing more disturbing than when you ask somebody to do something and they do it with a frown. They do something for you. And he not only do it, but he do it joyfully. That stirs the heart. And this is one of the things that the scripture tells us that God hates. He hates a murmurer. And if we are in his vineyard, and if we are working, and we are working with grim faces, and as if the work is irksome and burdensome, then we are not doing the will of God. We are merely going through the letter. Our spirit must truly be touched. And so we can do it.
That is so so nice. I'm going to show that on TV right now. That was so wonderful. That is going to be shown on TV. Annette, Carl, Annette just did a dance for us.
That's the part I was telling you. Yeah, come on.
Yes? I can always do this.
And I can always do
Very nice. Very good. It's being recorded. Priscilla. A major operation?
Cease.
A major operation. What's happening?
A splinter is being removed.
A splinter is being removed. Oh, and the surgeon is removing the splinter?
Yeah.
Ah. She walked on board?
Yeah, at the pool 2 days ago.
Oh.
Deborah Kellett, a member of the Scout family,
Deborah Kellett.
has been affected by a splinter. So, surgeon Annette something or other is going to remove the splinter, and Deborah is going to be yelling screams
I'm trying to mix.
Yes, there's me in the kitchen.